Hey everybody, welcome to the Slick Tree Podcast. I'm your host, Colby Langford. The point of this show is to help improve ourselves as dogmen and to raise the quality of the dogs on the end of our lead. So let's settle in, turn the volume up, and let's see if we can't learn a trick or two together from our guests. Hey everybody, you are listening to the Slick Tree Podcast. I'm your host, Colby Langford, and today I've got Tyler Asberry back on here. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I usually try to be a little bit more on the ball about having episodes recorded before the day before they're supposed to come out, but just kind of the way life dealt this time was...
If you need someone to talk, you know who to call.
Well, yeah, so why do you think I called you, buddy? Why do you think I
I'm
called
good at
you?
talking and eating, my friend. Talking and eating.
Yep. You alluded to this earlier in the message, but why don't you just tell us how your 2026 is going so far?
2026 sucks. Let me see, how do I want to put this? Stayed up late, obviously watched the ball drop. I'm 2 hours north of Prairie County, Arkansas. So I get up at 4 this morning. I got on 4 hours of sleep and I head south. And I meet up with two individuals. One of them, I'm not going to name them. One of them has a two-time NSD junior FICE world champion, has a handlebar mustache and a colt tattoo on his arm. And his other friend is like a Mexican but giant. I'm not going to name him either. And we had 3 pups. And one person walking back to the truck had to relieve themselves in the woods. And another person's pup found that pile. And that's all I'm going to say. You can do the math from there. It's not been a great morning, but I'm going to rally, I think. Got a shower, got my dog collars cleaned up. But I told them boys, I said, that dog can win 10 world hunts, and she's always going to be a POS for what she did this morning.
So, now, just to clarify for anybody listening, why don't you tell us about your dog hauling setup? Like, was this dog in the dog box on the way home in the back of the truck for 2 hours?
If I owned this dog, yeah, I've got a. Those guys, man, they tried real hard to make me feel better, and I looked at both of them. I was like, "Just stop. This is not funny." I've got a subcompact SUV. It's paid for. It's a Chevy Trax. It's not much, but it's I got all terrains on it, and I've got a Scott Cappuccino built me a dog box that fits in the back hatch just right. And So anyway, the windows are down right now.
I bet.
Not a great start to 26.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're gonna rally.
Well, did you guys get any squirrels treed this morning?
Oh yeah, we treat. I don't know. We probably treat 5 or 6 squirrels. I think we were just everybody wanting to get out of the house and work pups, and I don't know, man. This pup's been looking pretty good here, but you throw a 6-month-old in the truck and you drive 2 hours and dump it loose in front of strange people. That's how you make dogs. And I just wanted to see if she could get out and get treed. Being in the box all night and such, just things like that. But yeah, we treat some squirrels. Treat a flying squirrel. Garrett's brandy bitch got hooked on a snag, and he whooped it one time, and I seen a head pop out, and I blasted it with my 22 accident. But yeah, I killed a flying squirrel. Beautiful creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the second one I've killed, and both of them were accidental. I wouldn't kill one on purpose for nothing.
Yeah, they're super soft. I've came across a couple of them. We've got quite
really
a few of them
soft
at the house, and we've had cats drag them up on occasion.
Yeah, and they've got that webbed. I don't know if you call it skin or whatever for gliding or whatever, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're neat creatures. If gray squirrels had that webbing to where they could just glide, I'd never get one killed. Yeah, it's wild, man. So anyway, did you enjoy White River, the trip we had back in November?
Man, I had an absolute blast. I hope I'm still on the or I hope I'm
Oh,
on the invite list for next year.
you're fine. There's two things I would like for you to focus on improving between now and then.
Oh, I'm all
Number
ears.
one, number one, let's talk about your sleeping setup.
Yeah, that was pretty sorry.
I'll send you a photo of. I took a photo of your sleeping setup. I'll send it to you so you can post it on the
In
page.
in my defense, I kind of went into the thing a little bit blind. Like the
Right.
instructions were a little unclear. Like
Well,
I had a tent. I
let
was
me
ready
let
to
me
sleep in a
defend
tent on the
myself.
ground.
I was shaking a tree while you called me, and all I remember was, okay, if I head down there still, and I said, yeah, come on, and I think that's all I gave you. I don't think you had anything else as far as information other than that.
Hmm. Yep, that's all right. I've had worse sleeping arrangements. Uh,
Dude, it was like what like tell the listeners you had like a pad and then a pad, so both those pads combined was like
I had
3/4 inches.
two thin foam pads, like basically like doubled up yoga mats a piece. Basically, is what it boiled down to. And then
Yes.
so the rig I drove over there is I've got a fleet of jalopies. Is what I drive. I drive a bunch of different stuff, and so it's kind of always a game of like, well, what's in what. And
Right.
I don't always like. I might take one on a hunting trip somewhere, and then I'll drive home and like not really completely unpack it because some of that stuff's just handy to have around. And the second night I stayed, I actually ended up finding my nice blow up air mattress. Not air mattress, but my backpacking sleeping pad that's like 2 inches thick. And
Yeah.
that was really nice once I found that.
Yeah.
Compared to the night before. But yeah,
Well, there
that
was
was
a
about
sleeping
it.
mattress that came available and inflatable.
I couldn't do it to him. Oh, I couldn't do it to him. I wanted to, but I didn't.
I don't
Uh,
know, but if you have like sciatica, I don't know, one of your vertebrae go slipped in like 3 years, I'll know why. This will not surprise me.
yeah.
You basically slept on concrete.
Oh yeah, I mean, kind of.
You slept on concrete beside Deucey Ducote's snoring ass. Oh, sorry, wasn't supposed to cuss.
That'll be all right.
Yes. Anyway, and then the other thing I need you to focus on is like I'm not jumpy, but man, okay. Well, let's talk about this first. And you told me I needed to work on this. So my PR skills first thing in the morning aren't great.
Yeah, yeah. You can be just a little bit grumpy, kind of. I mean, not bad,
Yeah,
but I mean a little bit.
I'm working on it. I am a morning person. It just takes me like 30 to 45 to where I'm friendly, and I've been that way my whole life. I can't help it. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm trying to call our dog up, and I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep, and I think it's like day 5 that I've been down there, and I hear this buzzing sound in my ear, and like I feel a gust of wind, and you've got a drone going, and it scared me. I don't know that I've ever been that scared in my life. So I
Yeah,
need a warning sign.
I probably could have thrown a little bit of a warning out there, but
Yeah,
trying to get the drone up, get the camera going, just to
that was
document,
awesome.
just to
That was
document.
awesome. Yeah, my favorite part of the whole thing was when we got back to the truck and there was a game warden standing there, and everyone just walked off except me, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and I look over and you're recording. I'm like, gosh, gas on a fire, Kobe. Gas on a
Hey,
fire.
it's all right. It's all right.
We didn't get chest. I
The,
mean, we didn't nothing.
that was
He
a
was
cool
just
game
he was
warden.
just vibing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that one old boy is walking out 10 minutes later. Probably didn't think he was a cool old boy.
He was like 16. Yeah, the game wardens found this young man on the ditch at an undisclosed location. By the way,
Duck hunter.
uh, yeah, a duck hunter, and they were carrying him out. I believe they had him by the arm.
Yeah, he did not
Yeah,
look excited.
yeah, it's probably what I looked like this morning when. Anyway, yeah, that was not good, but yeah, that was a cool time. We just kind of hunt every day and cook a good lunch and eat a good supper and mainly try to insult each other to no end. I
It
actually came home a day early this year, but it was a banger for sure.
Yeah, it was I really enjoyed getting because like I'd talked to you quite a bit and
Yeah,
like I there was a handful of people there that I didn't really think about this till it was almost time to leave. I think me and Justin Hitchens were like back in the kitchen area the night before I left
yeah, you
and
guys were
chatting.
trimming up some squirrels.
Yeah, and who's talking? He's like, well, who did you actually know here? I was like, oh well, now that I think about it, like out of the 14, 15 guys in this room, like I hadn't met anybody in person before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's like so. Like last night, I went to a New Year's Eve gathering, and when I say in my backyard, like my neighbor had a New Year's Eve gathering, so we walked over there, and there was like 6 or 7, maybe 8 dads there, and they're good people, and I've known them all my life, but they're not like, how do I want to word this? They're not like and mind people. You see what I'm saying? So like when we were all down there gathered up, you know, I talk to you guys, you know, guys out of state more than people here around at home on a daily basis. You know, like I'll catch them at the ball game or something and shoot the bull a little bit, but I'm not, you know, that's just the way I'm wired, you know. So it's cool to get down there and see everybody and chat and see everybody's dogs, man. And that's what I like most about it. I mean, that first day, I think we hunted the Bocephus dog, Gabe, Dick, and Jacoby had him, and we finally turned Nova loose that evening. But that first day, they were like, "Well, get her out," because they had purchased her from me, and I hunted her another month after that, and they were wanting to see her, and I was wanting to see their dog, you know. So it's like, I don't even care if I cut loose. I just want to see what you guys are doing, you know. But yeah, what a great time, what a great year. Yeah, I hope we can do it again next year for sure. So I will say that the food this year was better than ever. We had a couple different Cajun chefs this year. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what you would call that Deucey cooked up. It was like,
I think he called it a gravy, but it wasn't what we call gravy.
It's not Arkansas. It's not Sharp County, Arkansas gravy, but yeah, it was like a liquid with like,
it had rice and like kind of like a tomatoey, soupy, ricey, whatever meat you throw in there with it, kind of deal.
He had squirrel, rabbit, and venison in there. Mm-hmm. Potatoes, onions, all the things. It was awesome.
It was really good.
And then he also fried a bunch of stuff. And then Scott Cassiopo and his boy and his friend General come up, and he made us some gumbo, but he had like a 2-pound tub of raw oysters, like fresh seafood oysters, and we fried them. And I'm talking about, I found it, hurt myself. I ate so many of them. So good.
Yeah, they showed up the night before I left.
Oh, that's right. You got up and left that morning, didn't you?
Yep. I had to get home.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them things like you don't want to leave, but you're like me. You got youngins at home. I'm soft and I'm a homebody. Like 3 or 4 or 5 days, I'm like, all right, I got to get home. Yeah. You know.
Yep.
But yeah, I had Garrett there. He ran his fryer. We fried some fish and grilled some stuff. And if a man goes hungry around this group of people, he's in a bind.
Yeah,
for sure.
Should not to.
There's a reason I'm built like I am.
Yeah. What you talked about, it's nice getting to see everybody's dogs, man. That first morning I was there, my dog did not look good. I was pretty embarrassed about it.
I could tell you were mad.
I wasn't happy. She probably could have been bought pretty cheap. I think I might have even walking around saying cheap dog for sale at one point.
Yeah. She got it together though. They I don't know, man. I think any dog, I think you haul them to new country, I think it takes them a second. You know, that's why these dogs that are consistently winning in, you know, the river bottoms and the hills, you can take them to Ohio, you can take them to the Carolinas, Louisiana, they can win everywhere. You know, Kentucky, I think they're just that special. Mm-hmm. But it's tough to get them acclimated to that, you know, even a 3 or 4-year-old dog. It really is.
And you know, kind of something that in hindsight, kind of what I'm attributing some of it to was I'd kind of broke, because she'd hauled well before, but normally I haul her. I've got a little Subaru and got a little, it's kind of like your setup. It's a gas getter, got a little 2-inch lift kit and small trains on it. But it's normally when I haul her long ways like that, like I throw a crate inside of it and I haul her inside of it in the cab with me. And this trip I took her behind I've got a dog box that mounts behind my 4-door Jeep. And it was warm enough that I didn't want to leave. I left the vents open, hauled her on the interstate for 5 hours, blowing wind through it, basically put her in a wind tunnel for 5 hours.
You put her in an air fryer, man.
Pretty much. And she doesn't like to drink a lot. whenever we're on the road. Doesn't like to eat. She'll eat okay, but
Yeah.
I just looking back, I think there's about 4 things I probably could have done different.
Ah.
The
She
way
got
I
to go
hauled her.
though the next day. I mean, we all kept splitting up, but from what I was told, she went to operating.
Yeah, I got her lined out, and she went back to being herself, and
Yeah.
we finished out pretty good.
Yeah. Right on. Right on. What about Lane Park skipping across the log?
That was pretty cool. I mean, my money was really like, there's that part of me inside really kind of. I mean, anytime
I
you
bet
watch
the farm, I
somebody,
said, he's wet. He's so wet. It's not going to happen.
I mean, I don't know Lane very well, but I'm gonna go ahead and call him my buddy anyways. But anytime you got a buddy walking a log with a crowd
Yeah.
watching, like, there's something deep down inside of you. At least there is me. It's like, I don't want them to fall in and drown and get hurt, but like, man, it sure
Yeah.
would be funny if they fell in and got wet.
So 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, I don't even know. It was just Hitchens and Lane and myself down in that country for a minute, and the whip dog got hooked. She was across a pretty good ditch, like a 20-foot wide ditch. It wasn't 4 or 5 foot deep, but it was over hip boot deep. Out there in the middle, it might have been a little deeper, but it wasn't over his head. But I mean, it was chest deep. But she's hooked in there, and he's hollering and toning. And man, Whip, you don't call her off tree. So that's not how she's wired, you know. And he stripped down to his skivvies, sure did, and went in there and got her, and took his shotgun. And Hitchens and I, you know, obviously we did what you did. We've got cameras out immediately, and it's boom, 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 and then you hear bah, and she just goes back to training. I told Hitchens, I said, he let the squirrel get away. This man, like I said, he's in his underwear. It's 30 degrees. Runs back over there to us, barefooted. I mean, there ain't nothing between him and the good Lord but them drawers. Asberry, throw me some shells. So I do. I throw him three or four shells, steel shot, by the way. That's where I was at. And that's what I carry always there.
Mm-hmm.
And man comes back with the dog and a squirrel in his hand. But yeah, if there's water, I'm videoing for sure.
Yeah, that man, that tree that tree Red made it to on this hunt. Like,
Yeah,
that was a fun, exciting little bit, which I'd pretty much gave up shooting at that point, and I was just playing cameraman.
yeah.
But that was
Yeah,
fun.
that was not our best work getting a squirrel killed there.
It might not have been well documented at that.
Yeah. Lord, a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. I'm really looking for him to breed her. She's whipping image. I'm looking for him to breed her maybe this year, and see what she throws. I really like her. I think she's got a lot to offer. You know, which we'll see.
I know I was busy being mad at my dog and packing around on a leash half the time that hunt. But man, she looked really nice. I was impressed. She looked really good.
Yeah. And really and truly, I mean, she's about as big around as I am. And me and Lane have talked about it. You know, he's a working father now, just like me. I mean, it's hard to keep one in top condition, you know, working, et cetera, et cetera. But I think really legged up and pushed, I think she could do quite a bit of good winning. But he's had some luck with her, you know. That was a pretty special cross there. And I'll eat crow because I didn't like it. I said, no, you don't need to breed her to image. You need to breed her to a hound. I was wrong. That worked. But we got some hound. We got some Lincoln Whip pups on the ground now. So we'll see how this cross works.
Yeah, there was a lot of nice dogs there that weekend. A lot of nice dogs.
There was. And then there was me.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, there was. It was a good time. I wish I could do that about once a month, go on a 4 or 5 day binge. It's like I've been saying, I want to be Gary Mitchell when I grow up. Because I think that man, long about Wednesday, leaves out of Morrilton, Arkansas, and heads to his camp, and you'll see him driving home Sunday night.
Yeah.
In another life, I'm going to be Gary Mitchell when I grow up.
Well, it's we all have our dreams.
Yeah, that's my bucket list.
Yeah.
Bucket list item. But I think Garrett Keys just about figured out I'm coming for his couch, so it'll be all right. If I can't pitch a tent down there, I'll just go to his place and snooze.
That'll work.
But yeah, man, 25 was a big year. It was a fun year.
Yeah,
it was a fun year. I'm hoping 26 is a good year for the Squirrel Dogs.
I'm sure it will be. Well, now that we've kind of chatted up a little bit, let's kind of get into some meat and taters on this deal.
Yeah.
You are well known as the greatest pup starter in the world, right? I
think
you've got a trophy, don't you? You got like one of them wrestling belts that says that on it, don't you?
That's the biggest line of BS I've ever heard.
I know a guy that does some leather work. I could probably have one of them made for you.
Hell, you do that. No, I had a good year, man. I did it. I actually might have gave away the best out of the three that I raced in 26, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I think the first time I was on your podcast, you'd asked me like, what are you doing next? And I said, I don't know. I don't have a puppy. I don't have nothing here. All I had was up, who was treeing. And I think, was that February of 25 when we did that? I think it was.
I'd be lying if I tried to guess.
I think it was February of 25. Anyway, all I had was up. Of course, she was Rex and Sassy, but not long after we did that, the tornado come through here and didn't hit the house. I was fortunate. Some of my good friends got hit, but I said that to say I didn't get to hunt a lot in the spring. So I sent her down to Garrett, and he hunted on her for a couple of weeks, and I got to do a little with her, and I got her moving pretty good. Anyway, she's at Brett Love's now. And he's really got her rocking. But after that podcast, Ducey called me, Ducey Ducote, down in Louisiana, and I've never met Ducey. And he told me, he said, I got a litter off Dub, weaning age, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to send you one. I'm like, all right, cool. And that was Nova. And she was, man, a headache from hell. Super talented. The most obnoxious, belligerent personality on a dog I've ever seen, ever. Matter of fact, I drew a breed on her 2 or 3 times, and I was just like, no, don't do it. But that's what I spent most of the year with was Nova. And it actually kind of worked out because she started treeing like 4 months old, I think, trying to win squirrels and having them. Didn't really know what she was doing. But I think I knocked her a squirrel out around April or May. And then at that point, Harper started playing travel softball, so I didn't do much with her in the summer. But like long about late August, I got her back out. And oh my gosh, you talk about gutter man. That bitch has got the wheels and the go, and like it was almost regular for me to cut her and pick her up at least a mile from where I cut her somewhere.
Rangy for a squirrel dog.
Yeah, geez, she's just go.
Especially a mountain cur, not just squirrel dog, but mountain cur.
She, yeah. But I don't know. I always say I don't like excuses on a dog. It was really dry. The squirrels weren't down. Mm-hmm. And she hadn't had many squirrels give to her. She knew she liked something, but she didn't know what it was. But she was going to leave me and find something to bark at, whether it had climbing on its mind or running. You know, it didn't matter. But there was a morning, mid-September morning, where I cut her loose down at Rainy Break, and it was still really, really snaky and caught a few mosquitoes. And she struck a coon early. That moment it was daylight, man. And she run it, 400 or 500 yards to fail trade, and I gave it to her. And it kind of was like, all right, I need to start putting it in park. And it got better and better and better. But I'm not going to say what I do for work, but I was off work for all of October and half of November.
Handy.
So, yeah, she got 48 days straight on her. And along about day 30, it was like, okay, I understand what he wants now. And I've never, I'm not really rough on a dog, but this Jip, I finally called Deuce. I was like, look, dude, I'm about to hurt her, or I'm gonna break her spirit. One of the two's fixing to happen. And I was talking with my friend Mike Rush, because Nova is Dub's second litter, and this first one was off the Grace Junior female, and that's where the grit dog is. But Mike had a male off of that, and he was kind of seeing some of the same signs I was seeing. Just, as a matter of fact, Mike and I talked, and he's like, man, I can't control this dog. And I said, man, that's where I'm at. But I don't know how his turned out. I know the grit Jip's really rocking, but I finally got Nova lined out to where she knew what it was, But, yeah, I got to hunt her pretty hard there, and Jacoby and them boys have got her now, Jacoby and Gabe, and they're going to, part of the deal when I sold them to her, I said she's going to be bred to bow. They're like, all right, deal. I'm like, I got these pups coming. They're like, all right, deal. So they were happy. I was happy. They actually texted me this morning and said that they hunted Nova and bow heads up and said she looked really good and held her own and stayed split and all the things. But for her age, she's still just 10 months old, like right now. But she's, as far as pure winding a squirrel, she's probably the most natural I've ever had at it once she got it lined out. And I've always heard a winding nose takes a little time to develop. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I've always heard. But I liked her quite a bit. But man, the headache to get her there, it was something. It
Well,
was something. It was like, dude, around the house, bark collar always. Couldn't leave her tied up because she would dig in the kennel always, and it was just on and on and on. And before the shutdown came, like if I laid her up like 3 or 4 days, oh man, that next day was terrible, terrible. But we got the piss and vinegar ran out of her. I think we're on the up and up. She's got a shot to be a real winner, and I think them boys. I told them, I said, here's what I've been doing. And they got to see her. They were in the woods with us that morning, down there.
So what you go,
and
4
they got
for 3?
I think 5 for 4.
Okay. Yeah.
She had a double, yeah, but she did it pretty quick. And I said, look, she's going to be action packed, but I have spent all these months solidifying the tree jaw, but that's all she needs. The recut's not a problem. Finding game, not a problem. Getting going, not a problem. It's not that she was happy footed, really. It was just she was just so high strung. You had to really stay on top of her, and she's not one of those dogs that you had to consistently be mean to, but she was for a little bit. But I did. I won. I got her. But she was fun. I look for her too. I think they're going to put her in the junior nationals and maybe the spring OMCBA hunt. I look for her next year to do some good in the hunts. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what they do with her. So anyway, fast forward. So Nova was off a dub. So we're going to back up to like June. Ducey calls me again. He's like, I've got a gyp down here called Sassy. Do you know her? And he was trying to FaceTime me. And I'm like, what? And he FaceTimed me. He had my Sassy that I sold a man down there in Louisiana, and Dub hung in his kennel. And I'm like, dude. Anyway, he's like, hey, you sold her to my cousin. Did you know that? I'm like, no, I had no idea. A man named Donnie Valentine. He's like, yeah, you sold her to my cousin. I've got her here bred. And I'm like, Ducey, I done seen what Up can do, off Rex and Sassy. I'm like, anything I got to do, I got to get a pup. He's like, I got you. So anyway, he sent me a female. Called her Memphis. Almost cooled her. Came really close. Could not get the bitch to bark for nothing till she was about 4 months old. Could not get her to bark. She got here and she was healthy, but you talk about the puniest little old puppy. And that's just how she's built. She's small, But I brought her with me down there to the trip, and I only turned her loose a time or two, but I tied her out every day, like by a strange dog. I'd go drive my stake, like by Clarence's dogs, and then the next day I'd go drive my stake by Garrett's dogs or Braxton Smith's dogs, and I just kept moving her around, putting her in anybody's dog box that I could that wasn't mine, just to get her. I like to keep them pumps uncomfortable. Like they need to be uncomfortable to mature, but they also need to know Tyler is my friend and he's coming here in a little bit to make me feel comfortable again. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
I believe. Kept out of their comfort zone, and it kind of grew her up a little. She's just 6 months old, man. I mean, she's young, but she's showing me that she can wind a squirrel. Not a real deep ranging dog yet. I think that'll come, but I actually in the month of December, I kept a log on my phone. I didn't tote a gun, or I can't have a gun in the car at work. They'll nail me. So like a lot of days, if the temperature's right, I'll like get up in the morning and throw her in the truck or the car, and I'll go to work. And of course I'll let her out at lunch and stuff. But like after work, I'll cut her loose. And then when it gets dark, I'll get in the car and go down home, And there was a lot of days where I didn't take nothing, but I made like 28, 29 trees with her and didn't give her a squirrel. And I'm just steady videoing squirrels, and she's just, she doesn't chop. She just kind of squalls. And she's really, I wouldn't say a sorry tree dog, but she's not, as far as like barks per minute, she's not real impressive. But she sits there tight. Complete opposite of what I went through with Nova. She's going to be right there. Like you will drag her off a tree right now. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool too. I don't know. I've had 2 dub pups here and I've had 2 sassy pups here, but that was 3 pups. And I've got to see the differences and similarities in all of them. So it was a great year. But yeah, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Ducey. Now he is a right pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about.
Oh, you were all kinds of mad at him that one day. That day flicked the lights on early. You cussed him all day. Cussed him all day.
Man. He's something. Golly, I think he was born. I think his purpose in life is to pester Tyler Asberry. Gosh, But yeah, no, he's been good to me. And he's like, "You ready for another one? You ready for another one?" I'm like, "No, I've got a couple pups here." I was like, about November of next year, I will be ready for another one. And I've got Up is right down the road at Brett's house, and I'm really pushing him to take Up to either Dub or Spike. I hope he does, but it's his jip. He mentioned Image, whatever he wants to do, I'm in. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell us about what pups you got at the house now.
Uh, got the little female. We call her Molly. She's off of Whip and Link. I think they were born like October 6th or 7th or something. I've taught her to sit and give her a treat, and she comes up to you like in the yard or in the house, and she'll just sit anyway, hoping for a treat. So she's fairly smart, fairly sharp. I hadn't hunted with Link before that trip. Now I've been knowing Braxton a minute, and talking about a dog, man. Braxton knows what it is with a young dog, but Braxton came up that first night, and that first morning, no, I guess it was that second morning. I told Garrett, I was like, I'm going with Braxton. I gotta see this Link dog because dude wins everywhere he goes, and he's just honest, pure squirrel treer. I mean, he's not fast, he's not slow, he's not mouthy on the ground. He'll just throw you a few locates, and he's sitting under the fuzz. You know, I really, really liked him. I'll tell you a funny story. Have you got to know Braxton? He's kind of quiet.
Oh, kind is an understatement.
Garrett Key and myself are not quiet in any event. And Link's like, man, I want to say he was 7 for 7 or something. Like he's operating. And Braxton has not had to fire the first shot, and he ain't said a word. And we're like 40 minutes into this hunt. And he had recut him, and Garrett turned around, and he's like, Braxton, are you having a nice time? And Braxton kind of grinned. He said, I love Arkansas. And Garrett said, well, I don't know what you think about us, but we're your friend. Something like that. It was kind of comical because at one of those points, he recut Link off a tree, and Link went, man, 20, 30 steps and just loaded up on another one. And Braxton's like getting his leash off, getting ready to give this dog the what for, you know. And I was like, no, you're in Arkansas, dude. It's like he's probably got another squirrel here. No, I said, yeah, let's look. Just give me like 45 seconds to search this tree for you with that dog for grabbing wood. And he had a double, you know. I got a grin out of my buddy. But Lincoln Whip on that female. I got one. Garrett's got one. I think Lane kept one. Braxton's got one. Mr. Neil Viles over in Tennessee kept one, and he's a real puppy starter. I'm hoping to get to sit down and speak with him at the World, maybe pick his brain a little bit. And I can't remember who all else got one, but and then I've got a little red Kurgie up here I'm raising for Cody Barton and the boys over at Lucky Kennels. She's off a gator, and the mother's like Festus and some porcupine mountain stuff. So she's right around the same age. Both of them will bark at my cats, and both of them will come to you and sit for a treat. So that's kind of all we've got accomplished. I put them on a leash and tied them out the other day for a few minutes, and that's what we'll work on. But it's like I told Cody, and I told Lane too, I said, man, I hate to start a pup and then shut down in the summer. But we're going to go for it. You know, I'm going to start carrying them. This little cross-country trail here behind the school I told you about, I'll start carrying them over there probably late January, mid-February, and start doping them out and seeing if they want to go get vertical. See if I can't get a good start on them before it gets, just super, super green outside. But I'm kind of excited for it to get green outside because you and I have got plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're fishing.
You're going to come visit.
Yeah, you said something about 200 fish in the boat is a bad day.
Nah, I said that's not uncommon.
That's not uncommon.
That's not uncommon. Yeah. It's not a guarantee by any means, but it's
25 is fine.
I can pretty well promise you 25.
I know a lot of dudes that squirrel hunt, and they're like, my friend Travis Tate. If we walk to 5 trees, say the conditions are great, bad, windy, not windy, raining, not raining, it's 40 degrees, it's 90, it don't matter. If we walk to 5 trees and don't see 5 squirrels, he's like immediately mad. No, it ain't no good. Like you'll see him looking at his phone. He's like, I'm done here. But like me with fishing, I can sit there and cast all day long and not catch nothing.
Well, if that's the case, I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Macy, my youngest daughter, she's pretty handy with a slip cord and a crappie jig, and I got her a Zebco 33 for Christmas. on a one-piece Abu Garcia, but I've taught her how to use a wacky worm, which you just throw it out there, leave a little slack, and let it sink, and you watch your line. And when it starts to tighten, that thing will sink really, really slow. So like in 4 or 5 foot of water, it may take it 30 seconds to slip, but they will nail it. And I mean, it works all year round. And to see her set that hook Christmas Day and that drag start singing on that Zebco, man, it was like, this is awesome. Pure dad happiness.
I hear you. That Molly dog, is she pretty mouthy at the house?
No, no. She will bark 2 times. So it's been cold up here. Actually, the week of Christmas was warm, but I mean, we've been having some 20, 30-degree nights. And I know the folks in the north will be like, oh, it ain't cold. Anyway, that's cold to me. So in the mornings, if the water bucket's froze, I'll run them some warm water over their dog food. And I'll also scramble like 3 or 4 eggs and give to them for breakfast. So I get up every day and I'll like go pee and brush my teeth and get a dip of snuff, start coffee. And I've got hardwood floors in the kitchen. So they're in my backyard is fenced in, and then I have kennels in my backyard. So they're just running loose in the backyard right now being puppies. Like they've got the run of it. They're fenced in, but they're running loose. So they hear that hardwood floor creaking, and they're like, okay, Tyler's about to feed me. And it ain't even daylight yet. And she'll sit at the back door and just give you howl after howl after howl after howl. And I think my wife's kind of sick of that, so I've got to figure out how to be quieter. But she'll do that. We've got cats now. We're cat people. Last time you and I talked, I didn't have cats, but I started Nova and Memphis with these cats. And I'll let them in the house at night, for when it gets dark and we get our chores done and separate and all that. Everybody's had a bath and homework's done. I'll let them in the house for like 30 minutes to an hour just to play, socialization and stuff. And, man, I've got one cat. I don't know if you see my Facebook video, but Rainey named him Charcoal Smokey, and I don't know why that's the name, but he'll hiss at him. And like if them pups get in his face, that cat will start like slapping him in the face with his paw. And like this little red gator pup, we named her Mad Max after a character on Stranger Things. She will bark her head off at the cats. And Molly's getting there. She's just slow. Not dumb slow, but she's a hound. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whip had like a quarter car in her. So these would have like an eighth. I'm used to like these LMCs are super hyper young dogs, and she's just chill. Now, about 6, 7 months, 8 months from now, I think it'll flip flop and she'll be the crazy one. But she's just howling, here and there. She'll chase the cats and such. Now, the other day when I tied them out for the first time, both of them was getting pretty vocal. I had neighbors stepping out on the front porch looking at me. So I had to wrap that in the bud. But we'll get there. It's a slow process, but it's just, I love, like me and you have talked about a birthday before. November to February, March-ish at the latest is kind of what I'm shooting for. And I've got 2 October birthdays here. So, next September, I should be able to hit the ground running if we have any luck. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
Well, when we were there at squirrel camp, that pup was running around in the building at one point, and it had tried to. We established that Deucey's air mattress was right next to my sleeping quarters, and that pup was trying to get in between like the wall and Deucey's air mattress, and she went to barking at it because like she couldn't. It was kind of angled. She kind of shoehorned herself in there, and she kind of got frustrated because she couldn't go forward anymore, and she started kind of like bawling. Like not like in pain or like scared, but just like ah! And like that little dog had a mouth. That might have been why his air mattress kept going flat.
I think she got a whiff of Deucey Ducote and decided to get struck because she didn't like the smell. And she might have bit his air mattress. That might have been why it deflated on him. I don't know. That was pure. That was pure comedy. I mean, it was good, clean fun. But I'm going to tell a story just in case the listeners haven't heard it, if you don't care.
Go for it.
Yeah, so Deucey, and I'm hating on him, but genuine good human.
I like Deucey a lot. I enjoyed hanging out with him.
Deucey can eat at my table. He can have anything he needs to make. Genuine good human. But the first morning he's there, he walks in to the club, and like I think Deucey's an old electrician hand, and Deucey, like I get up 5:30. Deucey's up 3:45 a.m. Like he's ready. And he the first morning he flips the lights on and hollers bam, and goes to clapping really loud. And man, it made me mad. And there's a certain engineer in Michigan that didn't like it either. But so anyway, the next night, Deucey's taking a shower, and Hitchens tells, was it Garrett? It was Garrett.
I think it was Gabe.
Well, Gabe was the second.
Okay.
The first time it was Garrett. So he's like, go over and let some air out of that thing. Just kind of loosen the valve and then tighten it back up. So Garrett does. And Lucy gets on there. It's bedtime or whatever. And he's like, oh, son of a bitch, this thing's starting to deflate a little bit. So he gets up and airs it back up. Well, Deucey, he's not real organizational, but he's got like a pill. What would you call it? Like an organizer. It's got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Like a multi-day pill organizer.
Basically. So he opens it and he takes his pills and he's like, I'm going to be asleep in 7 minutes. And we're like, all right, cool. Well, his math is spot on. Dude falls asleep. Out like a lot. And we're all talking and people are, we're swapping turns. People are grabbing their showers. People are putting their dogs up, feeding dogs and everything. And Deucey is out like a lot. And Gabe Dick so Deucey's at this point is sleeping between you and Gabe Dick. And Gabe Dick is like, man, he made me mad last night or this morning. And I was like, yeah, me too. He's like, I'm fixing to get him. So he reaches over there on that valve and unloosens it. And you can see Deucey decreasing in altitude. He looks like a taco. Well, Gabe reaches over and retightens it. And we all go to bed. Deucey's sitting there folded up like a tortilla, dude. I wake up in the middle of the night and I hear a few choice words and I hear doors slam. Well, he goes and gets in his truck. And the cat sleeps in the truck all night. And there's nothing wrong with his air mattress. It was a really nice air mattress.
I think Jen ended up sleeping on it one night after I left, is what I heard.
So Deucey gets back that afternoon and he's like, these mother from Amazon, I'm not buying nothing from them again, I'm like, what's the matter, Deucey? And he's like, I went to Walmart and got me a man's air mattress. So that last night, Deucey's getting ready to leave. He's going to leave the next morning. And Scott's buddy's like, everyone knows the story already. And Deucey's sitting in a chair, and Scott's buddy Jen's like, hey, what do you take for that old air mattress? He's like, it don't work. And Hitchens is like, well, we've got something to tell you. Deucey gets red as an apple mad, and then he looks at the ground. He's like, I'm not mad at you for what you did. I'm mad that all of you outwitted me. And Jen's like, well, if it's all the same to you, I'll still take the lesser air mattress. And so he did. But yeah, that was pure comedic gold right there. I don't know. So I've changed his name in my phone to Taco Ducote because that's what he looked like that night when he got deflated. That's his heart.
I felt bad for not. Part of me really wanted to tell him.
Yeah.
As he was talking about going, because that next morning, he was on a mission. He was doing two things that day. He was killing squirrels and he was getting a new mattress.
He's going to go straight to Carlisle or somewhere and get a mattress after he murdered squirrels. Exactly what he said.
Mm-hmm.
But gosh, what fun. But yeah, no, if he wasn't so good at pestering everyone else, it wouldn't be so funny. But man, I won't ever forget it. His eyes got that big around. He's like, I'm not mad at you for what you did, but y'all all outwitted me. He's like, well played. But the fun part is Gabe and Jacoby had left at that time, so he couldn't retaliate at all.
I got you.
This was like a 3-day long running joke before he figured it out.
Yeah.
Bless his heart. Yeah, part of me feels bad, but it's something I'll never forget.
Hey, you been hunting any off your back any this season?
No, it's been sitting here in the garage. I've not got it out. There were times when I was hunting Nova, I would have liked to have had it when she was 7, 8 tenths through the world, but it's just there's a day coming where I'm going to try to raise a dog just to maybe run in front of it just for fun. Mm-hmm. But you've seen what Arkansas looks like. You can't drive through the woods in it. You can drive through trails, Mm-hmm. But you can't drive through the woods in it to get to your dog, or I can't anyway. I spent more time worrying about keeping it up with me and the dog than I did riding it. But what I will do on it is throw my tackle box on the back rack and a couple of fishing rods on my back, and I'll ride around the backside of Hill Slough and crappie fish when they go to spawning. I'm going to try to anyway. I did that 2 years ago.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna have to get you set up with a boat motor.
yeah, I got a long list of things I'd like to have, and that's at the very top of it.
I'm gonna,
We
I'm gonna keep my eyes
me and
peeled for you.
Travis, huh?
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for you.
Your eyes peeled. I need budget bills. Me and Travis Tate and John Brown and Brett Love and another boy here local named Morgan. We actually got in a boat. When was I guess the day after Christmas, and we went and hunted an island out of that boat. And I think we killed 20 or something like that morning. And man, it was that boat ride on the way back. It was something. It was fun.
I've got a couple.
So
I've got a couple islands on the river next to me. How big islands you guys like? I've heard people talk about, and I've seen people post pictures where they're coming back from hunting islands. Like, how big of islands are people going to hunt? Like,
some of them are a couple hundred acres. Some of them, like I've got one. There's a wooded lake. It's more of a slough in Rainy Break called Horseshoe Lake, and it says Horseshoe, but you can actually circle the whole island. That island is 53 acres.
okay,
Yeah, and that's where we hunted that day. But yeah. So to reminisce, I want a cabin right beside Gary Mitchell's, and I need a good boat to hunt out of.
mm-hmm.
That's all. I think that's all I need moving forward. And I need Lane to keep breeding whip for me. No, I'm actually full for about a year, but my next project I'm hoping is a Wilma pup from Justin Hitchens. She did a really good job on that first litter, and he's bouncing back and forth between Hummer and Bobtail Kentucky Fred, and I think even Dove. I don't know what he's going to do yet, but we've got and maybe even Spike. We've got our eyes peeled. So. But yeah, man, it was 25 was awesome. I got to meet a lot of people and turned out a couple pretty nice dogs, and it was really good for the family. That's what the wife and I were talking about. Like Becca finished her second master's degree.
That's
super
awesome.
proud of. Yeah, super proud of her. It's she's a licensed school counselor now. Her other master's degrees in like teaching algebra and stuff. I don't know the logistics. And Jace, my oldest boy, he kind of blossomed as a ball player and kind of came out of his shell. And he had here in K City, you either like a summer job, you either haul hay, pick up dead chickens, or you grow watermelons. And he got to help some watermelon growers this year. And that was his first, kind of real job. And he stuck it out and they say made a real hand for him. Got up early and went and hauled watermelons. And Harper, we joined a travel softball team out of Searcy called the Mudcats, and her coach actually plays college softball right now for Harding Academy, and she's their starting shortstop. She's incredible with Harper. She'll really lay into her if she has to, but she can build her up so well.
Nice.
And Harp's pitching well, and Sweet Macy, she's awesome as always. And Rainey, we're trying to get rid of him. He's the worst. But, no, it was a good year. It really was a good year, and feel super blessed, man. I put a Facebook post on there. I think there was there's some actor, and he was talking about he accepted this award speech, and I seen it on a TikTok reel the other day. And he said, "I just know all these blessings are not by the hand of man, but by God." That's how I feel. It's just I don't know if you could tell it, but I have a really good time in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I feel super blessed to get to do what I do and everything like that. And it's my wife, I've got to tell on myself a little bit, man. My wife called me out last night. I mean, nailed me. And so the Nationals are next week, and Brett's taken up. She'll be in the junior division. She'll be in Jimmy's got two divisions. I don't know which one's which, but anyway, one's 23 months and under, and the other one is, of course, 23 months to 36 months. And sorry, my neighbor's driving by. Brett's taken up, and I told her, I was like, part of me wants to enter Memphis. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. She's 6 months old. I said, but she loses a cast. I can tell her when she's 6 months old. But if she wins a cast, I can tell her when she's 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not been in a competition in 3 years, almost 4 years now. Just because I don't really care for them. I'm not competitive enough. I ain't got time to run the roads and stuff. And she's like, I'm so tired of hearing this. And I just looked at her. This was like before we went to this New Year's Eve party last night. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, You should have took Sassy to a hunt. You should have took Up to a hunt. You should have took Nova to a hunt. Now here we are, Memphis, and you'll have her sold to somebody before you go to a hunt with her. She's like, just quit worrying about it and go.
I think she's right.
I'm not saying I'm entering my little 6-month-old sweetheart, but I do think I'm going to try to take off and go up there with Brett and see everybody. It's a good time. Yeah, it's a good time to get up there and get out and about and see folks. And there's some guys, especially the northern crew that I've not seen in, gosh, maybe since COVID year. So I'm gonna try to get up there and visit with some folks. And of course, I'll have to stick around for the actual nationals and walk around with Lane and Whip, see how they do. I think he's handling her. He'll probably have me handling Red, knowing him. But you gonna try to make it?
No, I don't think it's in the cards for me. I've got a hunt I'm hosting. It'll be when this comes out the next day. This coming Saturday, 2 days from now. I've got a little hunt that I'm hosting at my house, and I kind of with my situation, it's hard for me to travel a whole lot, and like I've hunted pretty hard this week. I think I've hunted about every day this week.
Well, you can, like our wives have got a gauge, and when that gauge gets to red, it's time to peel back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know about you, but I can tell when my wife's gauge is full.
I try not to get too close to it. I mean, I'm bad about doing it, even though I ain't trying to, but I try not to.
Well, like the way I see it, like I hunt by myself 90% of the year, but I can go down here to this closest refuge, and I can work a dog and work one the way I want to work it, and then I can be back home to have the rest of Saturday with my wife and kids.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's just more important right now. But there is a day coming where I really want to try to run a few of them races and support the hunts like I used to. And I used to put on a lot of hunts. Really, I was putting hunts on before I was even much of even a handler, I feel like. But I kind of jumped into it backwards. But maybe help some of these guys around here run some hunts and stuff like that. It's something I want to do, but life's got so much going on. Man stays busy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what I will not do is miss a ball game. I will not miss a ball.
I was gonna say, at the end of the day, family's more important than these dogs anyway.
Yeah. My baby girl, when she's pitching, and so she's pitching in 12U and she's 11. But the way the rules are, like, she can pitch against a 13-year-old girl if her birthday's correct. So she draws this girl. It was David DeLife. And she draws this girl, and this girl is literally 5'11", 5'12", maybe even 6 foot, and she's as big as me. And there's poor little old Harper pitching against her, and she strikes her out with 3 pitches, and I was just like, there's not a cast win in the world that can give me this feeling that I've got right now. Because I was there when she started pitching, and I'm still there. It's just a little journey. It's a journey we're on.
It's the same thing. You've been laying hands on it.
Yeah. Dude, I got to tell her no. I mean, the kid, gosh, she wants to hit or pitch 7 days a week. I was driving home from Visco this morning. She's like, "Can we go to the barn tonight?" I'm like, "I guess." She got her some new training stuff for Christmas, and she's getting ready to break that in. So, hey, hold on, special guest, come here, special guest. I would like for you to meet my friend Kobe. Come here, my friend Kobe. Tell we're recording a podcast, so don't say anything bad. Tell my friend Kobe what you told me in the bedroom last night before we went to the party about why I don't go to hunts anymore.
Because he's too scared. He's a chicken. He doesn't want to go and then not win and then feel like he has to blame it on something. He's just too scared.
There you go.
Call him out. Just call him
from the source.
Straight up call him out.
Yeah. If there's one human breathing that will call me out, it's her. All right, you can go now. She's got more to say.
Well, I just want to know if you want to order some Casey's pizza.
No, I don't want anything.
Okay.
I'm on a diet. Oh, Kobe, we have gym memberships now.
I need one.
I've been going since the start of December, and he kept saying after Christmas.
Yeah, I'm going to start after Christmas.
Well, you got to get the Christmas tree cakes out of the way. Like, that's a pretty important part of life.
No, we booked a trip to Hawaii in June for our wedding anniversary. She's got a cousin that lives there, and we're going to stay with her and her husband for a few days. And we're going to try to get fit before we go down there to Hawaii. So we'll see how that works.
Well, that'll be fun.
The chances of that's real slim, but we are going.
Not the getting fit part, but the trip to Hawaii sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, we're not taking kids.
Oh.
Be the first vacation in nearly a decade with no kids, especially for more than a night or two. So I'm pretty amped.
Well,
I'm pretty amped. I really enjoy plane hopping, and I've only got to fly once in life, but we'll leave out of Memphis and land in Vegas, leave out of Vegas, land in LA, and of course leave out of LA and land in Hawaii.
Well,
so
happy early anniversary.
Oh, thanks. We'll try to celebrate accordingly, and if you see a volcano blow up, just know I had good intentions. No, I'm actually going to try to get in on some of that spearfishing.
Yes. That's my goal. Yeah. So I'll put that on my other two goals. Well, we'll work on endurance conditioning. That I hear that's a workout.
No, we're not snorkeling. We're scuba diving.
Oh, okay. Well, still, either way, you got to swim.
It's like 260 a day, and I don't know. I watched a few videos and read some reviews, and I actually already called him. He's like, yeah. You come down here, I'll put you in amongst them. And I was like, so what fish can I shoot? And he's like, any fish you see. So I may need to borrow your GoPro for that. I could probably send it to you. No, my brother's got one. But, okay. That's gonna be pretty neat. But yeah, man, been a good year, and I sure enjoyed having you down, and I hope we can hunt again before season goes out, before it gets green again. Yeah, we need. Didn't have the best performance out of my little jewel this morning. I told Garrett, I said, this is crazy to get up and drive down here and my dog do this, but she did get hooked at the meat, but it wasn't a great start. It wasn't a great start to the year. Yeah, I hunted a little bit this morning. I was Den Tree City. Stephen Brabham had to make a post informing him. Oh, it was I forget exactly what it said. Something along the lines of, you need to tell all them people that keep talking about den trees this time of year that they ain't dens or slicks, and just ruined my day. But no. Hey, I know much, and I never was much of a handler, but you cannot win if you ain't getting on the card. That's I like to be treated quick and often. 2 out of 7's fine with me. Mm-hmm. My buddy that hunted with me this morning, he told me on that last tree made where we kind of searched it. I mean, there was holes in every tree next to it, big fresh leafy nests all over the place, and I mean there was a squirrel in the area, no doubt about it. And he's like, I think I saw something move next tree over, and he told me he saw something move again, but we never did find it. I think he was just trying to make me feel better. What about your thermal? Let's talk about it real quick. On a cloudy day, I'm addicted to it. Like I'd rather leave the Garmin at home. I bought one on driving home from our squirrel camp. I bought one, and it. I mean, I had been around one previously, but I hadn't had one alone. And like I there's some things that I'll fudge on, but I do not like shaking and beating to find a squirrel when I'm hunting a young dog. I do not like it. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull that pup's focus from what it's doing to you. Mm-hmm. You're going to get big eyes, big feet. And that thermal has completely changed everything I've ever known about finding a squirrel, especially in big timber. Yeah. And I'm having to slow myself down and trust it. Like, hey, if you'll just chill out and work this tree over, you'll either find him or you won't. But most of the time, you will. And I haven't carried my shotgun. I've been strictly 22 with that thermal. Found him, peg him, boom. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's the thing is, once if you stop 70, 80 yards back from the tree, when you however far it is, when you can start seeing the tree good, you throw that thermal up, and like you'll usually see them, because usually when they're that far away, they're trying to keep an eye on you while you're coming in, so they're showing themselves to you. And, man, you can once you know where they're at, you can slip in real easy and find you a good tree to base up on, and just click him out in one headshot, and that's all she wrote. The dog doesn't even realize there's one crack, and all of a sudden a squirrel falls. It's not the squirrel's timbering out on him, and 5 shotgun 12 gauge bangs over his head later. Yeah, you're spot on. It's incredible. I mean, it really is. I don't know. My 22 is accurate, but it's not near as sweet as yours is. But I do have a trigger ordered. I really think that's where most of it is.
It is. It is. I mean, for the most part, I mean, other than just the weight advantage, like
Yeah,
any factory Ruger 1022 barrel is more than accurate enough
yeah,
to head shoot a squirrel at 60 yards. Like they're
yeah.
just accurate guns. They are. But
Well,
that trigger's where they lack.
you got my video I sent 2 or 3 nights ago. That squirrel, I got a pretty sweet headshot on that squirrel. If anyone's listening to this that's not a squirrel hunter, they're gonna think we're crazy. But everybody listen to this podcast. If they shoot a squirrel in the head with a 22, it's like they're fist bumping themselves in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hell yeah moment. But that squirrel, I had him walking in and I could not get his head. And Memphis is like, I ain't even tied her, man. She's just yeah, 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 yeah. And I circled that tree like 5 times before I could get the angle because he kept circling with me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool moments. In
Yeah.
36 grand, all the points are rank.
Well, we've been going on for about an hour now.
Yeah, man.
I ain't trying to just cut you off, but at the same time, it's I think that'll make it. And man, I enjoy talking to you, Tyler. You're fun to talk to.
I'm good at eating and I'm good at talking. I'm usually not late on either.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Holler anytime. I'm gonna get some dogs fed and clean some collars and then charge some collars and see about getting after it again in the morning.
Yep. All right, everybody. Well, take care and keep wearing out that boot leather. I just want to give everyone that's listening a sincere thank you. Getting this podcast going has been a project. I really hope you're enjoying it, and if you don't mind, give the show a good rating and review wherever you're listening to it at, or share it on your social media to help get some traction. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to your feedback.